Welcome to Classy Over 60. Shoes are the fastest way to change how an outfit reads. You can wear the same jeans and sweater 2 days in a row, and no one will notice until the shoes change. Shoes set the level of polish, they influence posture, and they control the message of the outfit: casual, smart, elegant, modern, or classic. For women over 60, the goal is not to chase every trend. The goal is to choose styles that look refined, feel secure, and work with the reality of daily life: walking, errands, dinners, travel, and everything in between. In this video, I'm sharing 10 shoe styles that consistently look classy and current, and I'll explain exactly what to look for, so each pair feels comfortable and still looks elevated. You will hear me repeat a few themes because they matter: a clean shape, a good finish, and the right balance between the formality of the shoe and the formality of the outfit. When those align, you look put together without trying too hard. As you listen, think about your wardrobe in categories. You likely need a polished flat for every day, a smart shoe for trousers, a sneaker that still looks neat, and at least one boot that can handle winter outfits. If you already own shoes in these categories, you may not need more pairs. You may simply need better styling choices and a clearer idea of what makes a shoe look expensive. We'll start with one of the most reliable, timeless options that instantly sharpens an outfit: the modern loafer. Then we'll move through flats, sneakers, boots, and a few dressier options that still feel wearable. By the end, you will know which styles are worth prioritizing, and you'll have a simple checklist you can use every time you shop or restyle what you already own. Shoe number 1 is the modern loafer because it is one of the easiest ways to look polished without wearing a heel. A loafer reads intentional immediately. It has structure, it holds the foot, and it pairs beautifully with the clean silhouettes that look best on camera: straight trousers, wide-leg trousers, dark denim, and midi skirts. If your outfit feels a little too plain, the loafer provides definition. If your outfit is already tailored, the loafer keeps it comfortable without lowering the elegance. What makes a loafer look expensive is shape and finish. Look for a toe that is almond, slightly squared, or gently rounded. Avoid anything overly pointy or overly chunky if you want a classic, refined look. The upper should be smooth and hold its shape. If the leather collapses or wrinkles heavily across the top, it reads less premium. If you like hardware, keep it subtle: a small bit, a simple bar, or a tone-on-tone detail. The goal is quiet polish, not a loud statement. For comfort, pay attention to the back of the heel and the flexibility of the sole. A loafer that slips at the heel will make you walk differently, and that changes your whole posture. A slightly cushioned insole and a sole with some grip makes a big difference, especially for everyday wear. If you need more stability, a loafer with a slightly higher vamp can feel more secure. Styling is simple. With trousers, show a clean ankle or wear a sock that blends with the shoe so the leg line looks continuous. With jeans, keep the denim hem neat and avoid heavy bunching at the ankle. With midi skirts, choose a loafer that is refined and not too heavy, so it does not visually drag the outfit down. If you want to modernize the look, try a rich neutral like burgundy, chocolate, or deep navy. These colors add depth while still behaving like neutrals. The most common mistake is pairing a very formal loafer with a very sporty outfit, or wearing worn-out loafers with otherwise elegant clothes. A quick polish, a clean sole, and a smooth upper will keep this shoe looking classy for years. Shoe number 2 is the strap flat, such as a Mary Jane or a T-bar style. This is one of the most flattering ways to look feminine and polished without feeling delicate or unstable. The strap adds security, which matters if you are walking a lot or you prefer a shoe that stays firmly on the foot. It also adds a touch of vintage elegance, but in a way that can still feel modern when the shape is clean and the styling is simple. To keep this shoe looking sophisticated, focus on the toe shape and the strap placement. A slightly squared or almond toe reads current and refined. If the toe is extremely rounded and the shoe is very thin, it can feel childish rather than classic. The strap should sit comfortably across the foot, not cutting in, and it should look minimal rather than bulky. A single strap is usually the most elegant option, and a small buckle can look beautiful if it is understated. This shoe works best with outfits that already have some clean structure. With dresses and skirts, it gives you a neat finish that feels ladylike without being old-fashioned. With cropped trousers, it creates a tidy ankle line and makes the outfit look intentional. If you want the leg line to look longer, choose tights or socks that blend with the shoe, especially in winter. If you prefer bare ankles, keep the trouser hem crisp and not too wide at the bottom so the shoe remains visible. Color choices matter. Black is timeless and always looks polished. Cream or beige looks soft and elegant, but it shows wear faster, so it needs a cleaner finish. Deep brown or burgundy can look very rich and works well with winter neutrals. If you choose a patent finish, keep it sleek and minimal, because shine can either look expensive or look cheap depending on the quality of the material. A common mistake is wearing a very dainty strap flat with an outfit that is too heavy, such as a bulky coat and wide trousers, which can create a mismatch in visual weight. If your outfit is heavy and layered, choose a slightly more substantial strap flat or keep the outfit slimmer. When the proportions are balanced, this shoe becomes one of the most elegant, comfortable choices you can own. Shoe number 3 is the low heel pump, especially in a square toe or refined almond toe shape. This is the shoe that instantly upgrades an outfit for dinners, events, appointments, or anytime you want to look more elevated than a flat, but you still want to feel stable. A low heel pump reads polished because it is a classic silhouette, and the heel changes posture in a subtle way that makes the whole outfit look more intentional. When you choose a pump, prioritize stability over height. A block heel or a slightly wider heel base is usually more comfortable than a thin heel, and it looks modern without being trendy. A heel in the 2 to 3 inch range is often enough to lift the outfit without feeling like punishment. If you prefer a lower heel, that can still look elegant, especially if the shoe has a clean, structured upper. Toe shape is the style lever. A square toe looks current and slightly architectural, which can modernize simple outfits like a knit dress or tailored trousers. An almond toe is timeless and flattering, especially if you prefer a softer look. Avoid extremes. An overly sharp point can look dated, and an overly rounded toe can look too casual. The most expensive-looking pumps have clean proportions and a smooth finish. For comfort, look for a closed back that holds the heel securely, an insole with cushioning, and a material that does not crease dramatically. Leather often looks best, but a high-quality suede can also read very premium in winter. If you choose suede, keep it brushed and clean because marks show more easily. Also check the cut of the vamp, the front of the shoe. A slightly higher vamp can feel more supportive and can be more comfortable for many feet. Styling is straightforward. Wear pumps with straight or wide leg trousers that skim the shoe because that creates a long, clean line. With dresses, keep the outfit simple and let the pump be the polish. With dark denim and a blazer, a low heel pump can make the outfit look smart casual rather than casual. The biggest mistake is wearing a very formal pump with overly casual clothing, like sporty leggings or heavily distressed denim. Match the formality, keep the finish clean, and this shoe will always look elegant. Shoe number 4 is the slingback, flat, or backstrap mule. This is a wonderful option if you want something that feels lighter than a full shoe, but still looks refined and grown up. The slingback strap gives security at the heel, which is what many people miss in a typical slip-on. It also adds a touch of elegance because the shape is clean and slightly dressier than a standard flat. This style works beautifully for warmer indoor environments, travel days, and occasions where you want a polished shoe without a heavy feel. The most important detail is the strap. A good slingback strap should sit comfortably, not slide, and not dig into the back of the heel. If the strap is flimsy, the shoe looks cheaper and it will feel less stable. Look for a strap that is well attached and either adjustable or elasticated in a controlled way. The toe shape can be pointed, almond, or a soft square. Any of these can look elegant as long as the overall proportions feel balanced. Material and finish determine whether this shoe reads classy or costume. Smooth leather, suede, or a clean woven texture can look very premium. If you choose an embellished version, keep the embellishment small and tasteful, a neat buckle, a subtle bow, or a restrained shine. One refined detail is enough. When the shoe is overly decorated, it becomes harder to style and can overwhelm simple outfits. This shoe is especially flattering with trousers that show some ankle because it gives the outfit a light, intentional finish. It also works with midi skirts and dresses, where it reads feminine and put together. If you wear it with jeans, keep the denim hem tidy and not too long so the shoe remains visible. If you prefer comfort, choose a lower, supportive sole and a slightly cushioned insole. A slingback with a small block heel can also be very wearable and can look even more elevated than a fully flat shoe. A common mistake is pairing slingbacks with heavy winter outfits that need visual weight, like thick tights and bulky coats. In that case, the shoe can look too delicate. Use slingbacks when your outfit is lighter in feel, or balance them with sleeker outerwear and a more streamlined silhouette. When the proportions match, slingbacks give you effortless elegance with very little effort. Shoe number 5 is the clean white leather sneaker. This is the foundation of polished casual style because it allows you to be comfortable without looking sporty. The difference between a sneaker that looks classy and a sneaker that looks like gym wear is almost always the silhouette and the condition. A crisp white sneaker can work with jeans, trousers, shirt dresses, knit dresses, and even blazers, as long as the rest of the outfit is intentional. Start with a simple shape. Choose a low-profile sneaker with minimal branding and a clean toe. Avoid overly bulky soles if you want a refined look, because chunky athletic shapes can pull an outfit into weekend sports territory. A smooth leather upper looks the most elevated and is also easy to wipe clean. Comfort comes from support, not from bulk. Look for a sneaker with a stable heel cup and a supportive insole. If you need more cushioning, you can add a high-quality insole without changing the appearance of the shoe. Also, check the flexibility of the sole. You want it to bend naturally as you walk, but not collapse. A sneaker that holds its shape will always look more polished. Styling is what makes this sneaker shine. With jeans, keep the denim hem neat and avoid heavy puddling at the ankle. With trousers, choose a straighter leg or a slightly cropped length so the sneaker is visible and the silhouette stays clean. With dresses, especially shirt dresses or knit dresses, a white sneaker creates a modern, relaxed elegance. The key is to keep the dress simple and structured so the outfit reads intentional rather than casual. Maintenance is non-negotiable if your goal is classy. Wipe the leather, keep the laces bright, and clean the sole. A dirty sneaker can lower the perceived quality of your entire outfit instantly. If you wear white sneakers frequently, consider having a second pair so you can rotate and keep them looking fresh. A common mistake is wearing white sneakers with an outfit that is already very busy, bold prints, multiple colors, and many accessories. In that case, the sneaker can look like an afterthought. Keep the outfit streamlined, let the sneaker be the clean, modern finish, and you will look effortlessly put together. Shoe number 6 is the refined retro sneaker, meaning a sleek, low-profile sneaker that looks current but not loud. This style is popular because it feels comfortable and casual, yet it can still look neat when the shape is simple and the colors are controlled. For women over 60, the goal is not to wear a sneaker that looks like it belongs in the gym. The goal is to wear a sneaker that looks intentional with everyday outfits. A refined retro sneaker usually has a slimmer sole, a clean side profile, and a classic shape that hugs the foot rather than sitting bulky around it. Look for simple color combinations: white with tan, black with cream, navy with white, or neutral tones that blend into your wardrobe. Minimal logos are ideal. If the branding is strong, it becomes the focal point, and the outfit can start to look sporty rather than polished. Comfort still matters. A good retro sneaker should have a stable heel cup, enough support for the arch, and a sole that feels secure on the ground. Because these sneakers are slimmer, it is worth paying attention to fit. If the shoe is too narrow or too loose, it will change your walk, and that shows immediately. A well-fitted sneaker should feel supportive without squeezing the toes. The secret to styling this sneaker in a classy way is pairing it with more elevated pieces. Think straight-leg jeans with a blazer, tailored trousers with a knit, a simple midi skirt with a clean sweater, or a shirt dress with a structured coat. When the outfit has structure, the sneaker reads modern and effortless. When the outfit is too casual, slouchy hoodie, messy denim, and a sporty bag, the sneaker looks like a default choice rather than a style choice. Keep the sneaker clean. With any casual shoe, condition is part of the style. Wipe the upper, clean the sole edge, and replace laces when they look worn. Small maintenance makes the difference between relaxed elegance and "I just ran errands." If you are building a capsule wardrobe, this sneaker is your everyday walking option that still photographs well. It gives you comfort, but it keeps the look neat, modern, and confident. Shoe number 7 is the sleek ankle boot, and this is one of the most useful shoes you can own for winter because it works with almost everything. A refined ankle boot elevates jeans, trousers, and knit dresses instantly. It also improves proportions because it creates a clean finish at the ankle, which helps the outfit look intentional rather than unfinished. To keep an ankle boot looking classy, focus on the shaft and the toe. A slim or medium shaft that sits close to the ankle looks the most modern and polished. If the shaft is too wide, it can bunch and create an awkward gap between the boot and the hem of your trousers. For the toe, almond, softly pointed, or gently squared shapes tend to look refined and current. Extremely round toes can feel casual, and very sharp points can feel dated. A clean, simple toe is the safest way to look timeless. Material and finish matter. Smooth leather looks elegant and is easy to maintain. Suede can look very luxurious, especially in winter, but it shows marks more easily and needs more care. If you choose suede, keep it brushed and protected so it stays looking rich. Hardware should be minimal. A simple zipper is fine, but avoid too many buckles and heavy details if you want a classic look. Heel height is personal, but a low block heel is often the most flattering and wearable. It gives a little lift and tends to feel steadier than a completely flat boot. If you prefer a flat boot, choose one with a supportive sole and a shape that still looks refined. Styling is where this boot becomes powerful. With trousers, choose a boot color close to the trouser color so the leg line stays long. With jeans, a straight or slim straight leg that meets the boot neatly looks the most polished. With dresses and skirts, tights that match the boot can create a smooth line and make the outfit look cohesive. The most common mistake is wearing an ankle boot that is too chunky with an otherwise elegant outfit. Chunky boots can be stylish, but they change the mood. If you want refined, keep the boot sleek, keep the toe clean, and keep the shaft close to the ankle. This one choice will instantly upgrade your winter wardrobe. Shoe number 8 is the clean knee-high boot, and this is one of the most elegant winter upgrades you can make because it instantly makes outfits look more finished. A knee-high boot creates a long, smooth line under skirts and dresses, and it adds polish to trousers, especially when the boot is simple and not overloaded with hardware. If you want a boot that always looks classy, this is the one. The most expensive-looking knee-high boots are clean and uncomplicated. Look for a smooth upper, minimal seams, and little to no heavy buckles. A simple boot allows the shape to do the work. Choose a toe that is almond, softly pointed, or gently squared. Avoid extremes. If the toe is too sharp, it can look dated. If it is too round, it can look casual. The shaft should fit the leg neatly. If it is too wide, it can bunch at the ankle and look messy. If it is too tight, it can pull and create uncomfortable lines. Color choice is straightforward. Black is the most versatile and the most timeless, especially for winter. It works with black tights, dark denim, and most coats. If you wear a lot of cream, camel, or brown, a rich chocolate or dark brown boot can be equally elegant. The key is to keep the tone aligned with your wardrobe so the boot feels like a natural extension of the outfit. This boot is incredibly easy to style. With a knit dress, a knee-high boot creates a clean, streamlined silhouette that looks sophisticated with minimal effort. With a midi skirt, the boot adds warmth and makes the outfit feel intentional. Pairing it with tights that blend into the boot color keeps the leg line long. With trousers, you can wear wide-leg trousers that skim over the boot, or you can tuck slim straight jeans into the boot for a classic winter look. The simplest formula is a monochrome base outfit and a coat that frames the silhouette. The main mistake is choosing a boot with too many statement details, then trying to style it with busy outfits. Let the boot be clean, keep the outfit simple, and the whole look reads expensive. When your boot is elegant and uncomplicated, your winter wardrobe looks instantly more polished. Shoe number 9 is the wedge boot. For those days when you want extra height and a stronger silhouette, but you still want stability. A wedge gives you lift without the feeling of balancing on a thin heel. It can also look very modern because the shape is slightly sculptural. If you want something a little more fashion-forward that still feels practical, the wedge boot is a strong option. The key to keeping a wedge boot classy is simplicity. Choose a boot with a clean upper, minimal hardware, and a smooth line from the ankle to the toe. A wedge is already a statement through its shape, so you do not need extra buckles or loud details. A neutral color black, dark brown, taupe, or deep navy keeps the boot elegant and easy to style. If you choose suede, it can look luxurious, but it needs maintenance, so it stays looking rich and not dusty. Comfort and stability depend on the base of the wedge. Look for a wedge that feels wide and steady under the heel, and a sole that has grip. If the wedge is too narrow or the sole is too slippery, you lose the main advantage of the style. Also, check the pitch, meaning how steep the foot feels. Some wedges are high but comfortable because the platform is balanced. Others feel steep and tiring. Choose the one that lets you stand tall without tension. Styling is about letting the boot be the focal point, but keeping the outfit clean. Wedge boots look particularly good with knit dresses, midi skirts, and tailored coats because the wedge gives the outfit a confident, elongated shape. With trousers, a straight or slim straight pant that meets the boot neatly can look very polished. If you wear wide-leg trousers, make sure the hem is long enough to skim the boot so the silhouette stays sleek. Avoid pairing wedge boots with overly sporty pieces because the wedge has a refined, fashion shape. If you wear leggings or casual knits, add a structured coat so the look remains elevated. The most common mistake is treating the wedge boot like a casual boot and ignoring the rest of the outfit. When you match it with clean lines and structured layers, it becomes a wearable statement that still looks classy. Shoe number 10 is the wearable occasion shoe, meaning the pair you reach for when you want to look dressed up, but you still want to feel like yourself. Many women have experienced the same problem. The special shoes look beautiful in the box, but they are not comfortable enough to enjoy the evening. The goal here is elegance without discomfort, and the easiest way to achieve that is choosing a refined silhouette that holds the foot securely. A slingback is one of the best choices for this category. It looks classic, it feels lighter than a full pump, and the strap helps the shoe stay on the foot. A small block heel or a low kitten heel can look very elegant while still feeling stable. If you prefer flats, a dressy flat with a clean toe shape and a structured upper can also work beautifully. What matters is that the shoe looks intentional, smooth finish, clean lines, and a shape that matches the formality of your outfit. If you want one detail that feels special, choose one and only one. That could be a subtle metallic finish, a small buckle, a gentle sparkle, or a rich texture like velvet or satin. One refined detail can make the shoe feel event-ready without making it hard to style. When the shoe is heavily embellished, it becomes the entire focus, and it can look overwhelming, especially with an outfit that already has texture or jewelry. Styling this shoe is simple. Pair it with a minimal dress, a tailored trouser outfit, or a sleek skirt and knit combination. Keep the outfit clean and let the shoe be the finishing touch. If you are wearing a dark outfit, a slightly lighter shoe can look elegant, but keep the tone controlled. If you are wearing a light outfit, a nude or metallic shoe can blend beautifully without breaking the line. The biggest mistake is buying an occasion shoe that fits only when you are standing still. You should be able to walk comfortably, and the shoe should feel secure at the heel and across the foot. When your occasion shoe is stable and refined, you will look polished, and you will actually enjoy the day or the event instead of thinking about your feet. Now you have 10 shoe styles that can carry your wardrobe through real life: polished flats, refined sneakers, winter boots, and an occasion shoe that still feels wearable. If you want the quickest way to use this list, do not try to buy everything. Choose the category that would improve your outfits the most right now. If your winter outfits feel unfinished, prioritize a sleek ankle boot or a clean knee-high boot. If you live in sneakers, upgrade to a clean white leather sneaker and a refined retro sneaker. If you want to look more elegant instantly, add a modern loafer and a strap flat. As a simple guideline, remember 3 words: shape, finish, and match. Shape means the toe and silhouette look intentional and modern. Finish means the material and condition look clean, not tired. Match means the formality of the shoe matches the formality of the outfit. When those 3 things align, you will look classy without needing complicated styling. And if you are ever unsure, keep the outfit simple and let the shoe be the quiet finishing touch. If you enjoyed this video, Please like and subscribe to Classy Over 60. It helps the channel grow, and it helps more women find practical style advice that is elegant, modern, and realistic. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Which shoe style do you wear the most, and which one do you want help styling next? Tell me if your challenge is comfort, wide feet, arch support, or simply knowing what shoes look best with dresses and skirts, and I can make the next video around your answers. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video on Classy Over 60.